Let's try. Go ahead. Yeah, I think it's fine. Can you hear the game though? Wait. Yeah. Perfect. This was a quick stop. I related a bit with Lisa. Cooked at back. So I was doing the potion, that guy. Then moving on with the game up there. Maybe I should go to also the volcano because I killed that someone. But there's also this too, so maybe it doesn't really matter. But well, who else do I need to follow really? Should probably write them down. Like, let's go to the volcano. Let's see if something happens. Also here it's like I haven't really finished this for two reasons.
If you follow this, you know it cannot come.
Hello again.
Don't have anything more. Stinch little bugger. The girl is not here anymore.
I have the reward from Lady Take It. Let us tread the path of the rich till we reach the miserable death.
Okay.
Use.
Where does it say if I have it? Doesn't really.
Well, worthy tarnished. It is the ran it through.
Oh, she's here.
Lady Tanith, why was I not torn by the...
Then I don't know. I think Ronnie's quest, I finished it. Gold mask, I have no idea what is needed. No idea. Need to find the place for this guy. Avenue balcony, lower capital tree. Okay, let's just pretend I have to go through the sewers again. So I have to go here and jump here. But there's also here. Okay, let's do both. Oh, this is actually down. I thought it was. Come, let's kill these guys. Here, I'll go back to the start. Okay, while I search for this guy, I'll just narrate, right? So, I don't remember much of the elementary school I've already talked about. So I'll talk about middle school. Somehow. So I don't remember much once again. Don't remember much at all. Just, well, I think I do if I put a little effort. If I put a little effort and if it comes to mind. Did I drop down here? I did, no? Let's keep in mind that. Wait, what was that? Oh. Why do I have a memory that those things open? Okay. Okay, here there's smoke. Here. Shit. I'll just go from here and through the card. I need to quickly go. Cannot waste my time in this sewers. Just have a quick look and fuck off. Here? I need to check. But it seemed they just closed, right? Fuck me, man. Okay. No. No. Oh no, I'm gonna die here. What a mess. Which is there was nothing there. It's okay. This part, I don't think so. Oh, this? Oh shit, no, I don't want to drop that. I'm just gonna go back to where I just were. So, it doesn't make any sense to drop down. Fuck. Wait, is there a way? There is. I'm already getting lost. If you run, it's fucked. Right here. Right here. There's nothing. This part I remember because it was the last one I've done, right? So doesn't really matter. I ran out of stamina. Okay, it's not a big deal. Maybe. Which side is it? Oh, it's the side that I just came. Okay. So, which part? This part? So, in high school, we were a bit, like all of us, we were a bit more intense, I would say. Wait, is this part? It's not like a 70k. Fucking right. Okay, I'll just focus for a bit, okay. I won't lose the 70k. It's not important. I will probably lose it because there's omens in my way. I will do it. kill me because he was so fucking fast. Leave me alone. Did I aggro that? No. Yo, please. Just let me keep the 70k. What hit? Why did he last with 1 HP? Why did he last? Man, this is so annoying. Okay, dying normally, but like that? What a piece of shit. Alright, let's move on. So, I'm just gonna run now. That's where I died. Great, I just literally had to jump down. Maybe it would have been done. Oh, but I didn't go this way. Fuck. Making flowers stop me from going this way. Man, 70k for that piece of shit. For this piece of shit. Is it here? It's here. It's here. My fucking heart, man. Fucking. You serious? A room full of these? Oh man. What a nightmare, man. So we were more intense. I think there's something of me that links a lot of things to relationships I have, which I suppose is fucking normal, but not just girls, but yeah, friends, girls. I say friends, girls just to make it a little bit easier to understand, but they're the same thing. You know what? The fuck is that? Oh, yeah. Oh. Actually, him.
Let me out of here. Must eat more. Defile more. Everything that matters to you. For generations to come. I am the Dung Eater. A scourge upon the living.
There's no need to be like that.
Who are you? I am the Dung Eater. The scourge must eat more. Let me out. I've been here long enough. I will kill again. And defile each corpse we can. Just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed. Along with their children. And their children's children. For all time to come. I will kill again just to be sure we could.
I don't know that. Was he not like chained? On a chain. I don't want to fight him either.
Just to be sure. He'll be good.
Can I give him the potion? I think I can give him the potion. Why not? I don't want people to die because of this. Oh shit. To the outer moat. I don't know what that means. Ah, it's all blocked. Just wanted to read this outer moat. I just searched on the phone. Oh, it just literally crashed. Nice. Is the stream going? Yeah. Okay, the outer moat. After having left side and third, compass. North of Leendale, the water area. Oh, where the guy is, right? Where this guy is, of course. Man, if he kills him, I'm gonna kill him. Don't kill my boy. Wait, how do I call my thing? Did I remove it last night? Wait. If I go there, if he dies, does he die forever? I'm gonna kill myself. Can't find the shade. Couldn't find anything about it. I'll just take the risk. Is he gonna be alive? Is he? Yeah, he's alive. Oh, brother.
Alright, mate. Yeah. And now I've seen it here again. Never thought I would. What he does to those bodies. It was him. No question. That monster. He's lurking round here.
He's lurking around here. Oh my god, this fucking TV. No, now, man. Just not now. But not here. Around here somewhere, so I'll just go around here. Or maybe not. He's not gonna spawn here. The giants now. Well, so I remember the class in general was very unified, let's say. Oh, the first year we had some people that were like so troublesome, right? And then eventually those troublesome people are somehow not removed, but they lose the year, right? They get I don't know how to say it, but they cannot carry on with the second year basically. They have to repeat the first one while others go forward. And the really, really bad ones were basically given that kind of decision. But there were many other people that were not capable really of being students, but they wouldn't be penalized like that unless you were almost like a criminal, let's say. Yeah, he's lurking around here, but he's lurking around. Dung Eater. Outermost location. No man, I don't want a video. Well, I've been there. I have literally been there. Of course I thought about this guy. Is there something I'm missing?
Marika's tits.
I don't need to buy crap to make him spawn. Wash it. Oh my god. Impossible. How would I ever think of that? How would I ever? It has to be a night. But is he gonna die? Don't want him to die. I just wanted to give the Dung Eater the potion. I know I can take it. But when? I don't even know if it's the best choice to give him the potion, but I don't want to have it on me. Anyway, so the class at some point during those years went very intense. Like we were all really friends, like really tight. We'd laugh a lot, play a lot together, even with the criminals, really. I mean, the last few ones that remained, the really bad ones left in the first year. And there's in reality a lot to say. There was a guy that started kind of like, oh, I'm an idiot, I didn't do what I was supposed to. Oh! No.
Serves me right. Fitting bloody end. For a jumped up little shit with big ideas. Help me out. Would you, mate? I don't want to get cursed.
No.
Just let me die. I don't want to live like this. Not anymore. So, please.
No. thanks for engaging.
And if all your corpse, then the cost will truly be your own. Good blessing. You'll be nice for the box.
That was the last fight I wanted to lose. I thought it was just gonna be a fucking explosion. Come on, come out again. Just come out again. Let's go the sword of the circle. Is there a way not to let him die? Other than not freeing the bastard, of course. Oh. Is he back? Yeah. Of course he's back. Where is it? The piece of shit he gave. Sword of Milos.
There you are. You warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within you. No one has succeeded in that before. How? I thought. Then it hit me that you are, in fact, me. And I am the Dung Eater. It is my flesh that must receive the blessing. Give me your blessing, defile my flesh again and again till a cursed ring coalesces and may one day defile order itself. Countless I have killed, and countless I have defiled, and soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed, and they'll bear thousands of cursed children. A few of those will be born just like me, and they'll kill and defile and bless in my stead. The rotten fools. My fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all. My corporeal flesh lies in the sewer jail beneath the capital. Give it your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse until a curse ring coalesces. My corporeal, give it your blessing.
Why do I have to go back there? Was it just my wrong memory that you could go down here? I started thinking. So was this way, left, flowers, left. Oh no, up the stairs. Oh, no more of those? Yeah, I remember them like this. What does he have Slayer's thing?
A curse upon them all. They'll be born cursed, along with their children, and their children's children, for all time to come. Curse you, Golden Order. One day, you'll get what's coming.
I'm so confused. Like, what am I even doing? And without guides online, this game would have been historical. If we used to get impressed by some secrets in some old games, I just this it's just a one big old secret. But I have more than one, no? Of those things. Surely I do. I don't. I gave him all of them in one go. Oh, was he an item? Never mind. So, what else? But I cannot invade anyone. Oh, I cannot do what he wants me to do. But I've seen Mock, so maybe. Well, maybe we're gonna be help.
The cloth is your final trial. The blood of anyone's maiden will do.
You are maidenless. I don't need to kill anyone. I think I can find it somewhere. Where was this bitch? Mausoleum compound. Remember there was something that I had to do here for that girl. Oh, volcano manor from here. No, it's not here. Fuck. I swear it's some shit like this. But I've already searched here. How do I get up there? No, boys. It's alright. I've never been this way. I've never been this way. Fuck, but I even spent a long time in the village. Okay. I don't think it's her that gives me the blood. Shit. Oh no. Wait, what? That's not it. Fast from I don't even know where you are. Blue advice seems that you were not old after all. Where is he out from their friends and all? Oh. Listen. That was quick. Nice. Let's try again. The chaos take the world. I don't see any soaked shit. Oh, man, my memory is insane. Oh, oh yeah. No, my memory is pretty shit, but I remember something to do up here in the frenzied shift. I didn't remember the main one, but well, the finger shit bike, but it's irrelevant. So level up. I cannot. I need to remove that intelligent thing. I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. I need to remove the actual spell. Go buy this. Come back. I suppose this. How do I get Marika's source here? So I've got this now. But this I haven't seen. Oh shit. Hmm. Hmm. I still miss a part of this. I think I remember where to get it, but it's a bit of a mess. Okay, let's see. Down here. They have a different color. I don't think it matters much. Well, well, well. Okay, that's all it is. Barely. Was I here already? So I literally just skipped the church. The most important thing. Varför? The after is proceeding well. It's 1 o'clock. I feel pretty fresh. Barone.
Ah, my lambkin. You've completed your final trial. And with this, you are a formal inductee. A knight who will assist Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, in the establishment of a new dynasty. Now, give me your finger.
No.
This noble blood will be an immutable badge of honor once it settles inside of you.
But is that his face? Or a mask?
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something. Never forget that feeling of agony, for it is what binds you to Luminary Moog, to all of us. You have the sweetest scream, my lambkin. Oh, another thing. You should have this. A medal granted by the new Moguin dynasty, with the power to grant audience with Luminary Moog. I've gone out of my way to provide one to you, but you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Moguin dynasty commences. Luminary Moog yet slumbers beside the divinity. We must endure a little longer. Ah, it is trying, but one day you will be elevated, deservedly, basking in love. Right, my lambkin? Ah, it is trying. One day you will...
He loved not in return, for he was never loved, but nevertheless, love it he did. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. So he gave me that, and he gave me... That's not an emblem, it's another key item. It's not a key item. What the fuck is it then? Shouldn't use it, right? Or maybe yeah. Oh. Let's go to the bitch. Is she here? Yep. The volcano man. I don't remember what the fuck I need to do.
They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the brute fingers. Please, could you donate without one? I don't know. Oh, oh, a fingerprint grape, tried and true. What a wondrous thing! A fingerprint grape. Oh, how sweet. Yet compose myself again. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I'm sure I'll be a finger maiden. Thank you. From the bottom of my
But where do you go now? I know that next it's the end. And you are underground. But where? Is it down here maybe? Like somewhere around here? Underground? Fuck, I don't remember. Oh. I think that's about it. I'll just move on. Just wait to not like crack my hip. It didn't work. Shall I try this boy? I'll try it. I'll try it. I went here, right? Yeah, I went there. Rumper Tower. I don't even know how to get down there anymore. So, trying to narrate anything. It's kind of hard. It's not the kind of game that I can easily talk. It's just in the open parts that I can talk a bit. And not even in reality. Okay. Must be an easy way to access that bastard. No. Oh, this way maybe. Right. Found him, I suppose. I'm sorry, Roderick. Shut down this soon. There was no way. There was no way. Even right now, I'm not gonna be able to. I have no idea how to tackle this guy. Zero hope. Where does he reach? Not much. Okay. What do you mean damage? Wait. We did it. Oh, still. That's absolutely disgusting. Okay. Wait. Did I take this? No, I didn't take this, right? Because it would have killed me. Did I? We're on a failure. Okay. Do I go first in a failure or that idiot over there? I go first to the guy, right? 'Cause it makes no sense. Just tell her, oh, you can have the castle.
In this ash, it reminds me.
Yeah. I have to fight my way through these guys. Why? The castle is mine, basically. What a beauty.
I must begin my sort of true and
But then what? Is it too late, maybe? Contract crafted. This guy's still here.
now I can do, can I?
You can. Suppose I'm missing something else. I have no idea what. Thought that was it. Well. I don't remember anything else I have left on the side. Let's just go.
Bok, this seems ready to make adjustments. Oh, please.
Very classic. Let's try for a bit. Still prefer the other version of myself, I think. But it's fine. Maybe the trousers are not to my convenience. Oh no, but it's actually the kilt. Well, then. Let's move on then. So yeah, very intense class, blah 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 blah. And we used to often go out, all of us together, play football. Not all of us would play football, but most of us would spend our afternoons literally in the road, playing on the sidewalk where people would walk and in front of shops, so everyone would hate us. And we used to play literally next to a memoriam. Like, there were two kids that apparently got shot by mafia by mistake, some shit like that. Which was kind of weird because I only know that one memoriam, I don't know of any other ones. Presumably there are others, but that's how strange that one was. No, I know people think that's this idea of Naples with this being just part of people's lives there, but it wasn't really part of mine. And if not for this one instance, Luigi and another guy, I don't know if they were gay or something like that. I have no idea. Now that I think about it, people just talk about those things all the time, right? Like people from villages. Naples is not a village, but you know, like a portion of the city it is somehow. And this sword doesn't fit me, so let's go like this. We here, boys. What? Hey. Funny idea, that is. There's not even a craze. Why do I have to run all this way? You're crazy. Makes me a bit fat, huh? This clothes, fuck me, man. How is this even possible? Who thought of this? With this light. This music. Those saints playing with bubbles and stuff. It's absolutely insane. So, we would not be really bad, but we liked playing football a lot, and we didn't really have a place to play. There were no parks or actual fields that you could rent to play football. Yeah, but you had to pay, and they were far in the same district. But my mom, for example, wouldn't allow me to go. My mom was pretty strict with what I could do or not, and how long I could stay out. I was one of the few kids that was always annoying. Like everyone, always like, "Oh, but convince," and they would come to my I don't know what to call it, telephone or the thing where you ring and you talk to the person from upstairs, from their flat. I try to convince my mom and stuff, but my mom was very strict. I think she had a bit of an issue of like, I don't know how to call it, but when you want to be the in control of everything, the master, like that you have power somehow, a complex of superiority, that kind of stuff. Yeah, sounds like it. Not that I understand anything of this stuff, but. Let's just say if someone told me that my mom had that, I would be like, well, of course. And yeah, so I kept arguing with my mom, and I would even openly tell my friends that, you know, they were my family. They would laugh. Most of them would laugh and be like, "Nah, but what do you mean? It's silly," because they were kids and they were boys, most of them. So they wouldn't really say these things. But I felt pretty strongly about that, about this kind of stuff. And then other than playing football, we play a lot, of course, games, video games, and especially the trio I was talking about, like me, Mattia, and Gianluca, and you know, sometimes even my cousin. But that was just a very specific period where we tried World of Warcraft, cracked, like fake. We loved it. It was a dream, but we couldn't really play it much because it was modded and that kind of stuff. It's like different, right? So we loved playing as for League, for Story. I think I already said this kind of stuff. But yeah, these kind of games. Started or something. Oh, someone is down. Let's go, brother. We would even play hide and seek, but like not hide and seek, guards and thieves. So you had some guards that had to chase and collect the thief, like touch it and bring it to the prison. But we would play it in like roads and roads and roads. Like it was literally the entirety of the few roads that were around us. What? What's going on? And yeah, I was something I loved, and they loved too. It was so full of adrenaline and so fun, and you get so sweaty running around, jumping on cars and climbing. We do so much parkour, like jumping on the car, jumping on the wall, and then getting on top of the tree. It was insane, and no one could get you on there. Of course, it was dangerous, and you would hurt your, like, scrape your skin and nails and stuff like that. But I loved it, and many other people loved it. And one time, basically, I don't remember exactly how, but we would play this game. But then we would also, sometimes we would also throw stones in a villa. So there was, I didn't really do anything so bad in my life apart from probably this. Wait, what? Fuck, skipped. Oh, this is to go on. Okay. So I was lucky that I was looking in the right direction. Otherwise I would have not noticed that, I think. Too many secrets, man. Oh shit. That is silly though, come on. And what we would do is we would enter this villa, well, it was basically a gate. And then the gate there were like fields of what looked like some wine thing, you know, like where where you grow grapes. I don't know how it's called, vineyard, something like that. And we would grab some rocks and then very like quietly, one of us would stay behind and keep the gate open. It was a very small door, just a small door, like it was a big gate where cars could go by, but of course we couldn't open the entire gate. We could only open the door by jumping on the same wall what we used to use to play guards and thieves. Jump the wall, go over, open it from there, from the inside. So someone would hold it, and we knew that there was like a dog, at least one. That was very dangerous and aggressive, and that was bad. So what we would do, we'd take the stones and throw them towards the villa, like the windows and shit. I never know if we actually broke a window or not, but we might have as well. Like, it wasn't the purpose, but at the same time, it was inevitable. Because we did it a few times, not just once. Don't remember now how many, but for sure a few times. And it was full of adrenaline. It was about like basically getting chased. And the game was like the dog would arrive, it would chase us, and we all had to be safe behind the gate. So we would all get through the gate like, and then the last one would close it and be in front of the dog. It was. I know it's not so crazy for some people, but for me, even now I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's not crazy, but it's like, fuck, I don't know if I would do that. Like, not if I would do that, because of course I would do that in general, but I don't know if I would have the courage to do that, like what it takes to do that, the audacity more than the courage, the carelessness, and that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's good or not, the fact that I don't have that anymore, but at the same time I don't really care, because I don't care about that. I like to have that kind of trait or skill or whatever it can be. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, okay, not that. No, save. Okay, let's try and I'll lose again 40k. But I suppose I just will. It just come towards me now. Because I'm not going at all. Mathematical. Just rush it. Whose idea was it to put the grace? Oh, but there's one here. Fuck. Right? Cathedral of the Forsake. No. Okay. Not bad. There's not. I thought there was a grace there. I'm just hoping for it. I'm imagining things. So one day, while we were doing this thing of throwing rocks and stuff, the landlord or whoever the fuck he was, this old guy on a scooter, chased us. Now I don't remember, because my memory, I don't trust it on this one, on this detail. I think he was chasing us with a baseball bat, like something that was very wide and like long on his shoulder, like it was like this. He went up on his shoulder. A part of me says that it was like a gun, like, you know, like all the farmers would have in a way. I had never seen one, but And I still have never seen a gun, I think, like that in the hands of someone normal. But there's a chance that that was it. But anyway, base case scenario, he had a bat. And he was going around on his scooter, going crazy, yelling and chasing us. And that was the ultimate dream. I loved it beyond reality. Like, I was so thrilled. Like, and I remember where I hid. I hid on top of some random stairs like that. People just used to walk, like you go up the stairs and go on the sidewalk. It was just basically a sidewalk. And I went up the stairs and I just laid down on the sidewalk, trying to not let him see me. So I was just laying down so he couldn't see my head or my upper body. And I was laying down, I was smiling so much, like I felt all red in my face, and I knew that we were all scattered, we were all running like crazy, like, and I lost sight of all of them. And then slowly I managed to track them down. Some people were in an abandoned garage, some others inside a building, and we were all hiding. Of course, we didn't have like phones to communicate or anything like that, so it was like, where am I gonna find them, right? Well, you wouldn't even think like, where am I gonna find them? It was just like, you start searching. And yeah, I loved every moment. And then for me, of course, it wasn't a trauma because my parents never got to know this. So I lived in a few roads away from them. But most of my friends lived there and they all knew each other. So soon, some of our friends, like Gianluca, Mattia, the kids that were closest to me playing games in that period, they were caught. And especially Mattia's mom was already very, very strict with Mattia because she wanted him to be what a waste of my time. I just need to kill him. She wanted him to why should I run all this way like this? But she wanted him to be good, to be a good student and all that. She wanted him to be like that in a kind of an aggressive manner. She wasn't like my mom that would hit her. I think it would happen sometimes. I've never seen it, despite spending quite a bit of time in that house. But the way she was, it seemed quite intense when she got mad. Like her face was scary. Her expressions, and it was heavy. But Mattia didn't really care a fuck. He seemed to be affected by it, but at the same time, who knows? Who knows, maybe all that rage that the mom would get on him in certain specific moments, it's what made him the criminal that he became. But it was like the borderline. Because me and Gianluca, we were, like calm boys. We were not fascinated so much by that naughty side of things, like, doing something that we shouldn't have. Like Mattia sometimes would steal for us, right? But me and Gianluca wouldn't. I think Gianluca did it, but always because maybe he was pushed, right? From the circumstances. While Mattia would go for it, like it's like he would start it, or he would just do it. It's that kind of difference. And I remember that, in a way, me and Mattia were the opposite. We were the closest in the end. Initially it was Mattia, Gianluca, then me, and a bit to Gianluca, but then very quickly it was me and Mattia. It was all three of us all the time. But there was a bit of this thing of like, me and Mattia were a little bit closer, and Gianluca didn't like it, blah blah blah. One of those normal stuff. Yeah, what happened is that it was a good period, but in general, you would. I think I don't know if I'm mixing things up. It could be, but I think even in that period, Mattia, you could tell that he was sometimes bored. Like he was, bored when people like start messing around because they just want to do something. And I wasn't really that kind of kid, I think, but he was. And now, of course, I can kind of realize it even better. But at the time, I wouldn't really. I think I don't know how eloquent I was on this topic, but at the time I don't think I mentioned much to him about that, or be like, oh, why are you so bored, stuff like that. Of course, so it's hard to him, like so much. He would call he would say like girls, right? He would call your friends all the time on the phone. My dad worked a lot with the phone in the house, and he often was like, hand me the phone, because they would call me on the phone at the house. That was the only phone that I had. So I didn't have a phone. It was just the house. Yeah, so well, now we're here. This guy, right? Okay, when I get here, I'll stop talking. But yeah, Mattia was, just a kid like us, like with many things and nothing at the same time. It's like I cannot really describe myself or the others at that age. I can tell you a lot of things, of course, but who knows what was going on, And I remember myself quite a bit, at least the traits that I might have. But at the same time, who knows? I don't actually remember the thoughts that would occupy my mind or how I would process things. Even now, it's like a struggle to say, even though I kind of can. But remembering something that I was not really aware of, it's like impossible. At least for me. I don't know how much I believe people that say that they can remember what kind of awareness they had and how they were exactly and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't doubt them so much because maybe it's just a thing that I have, but others don't. And I cannot, of course, realize that that's the case. But yeah, so we had a lot of fun. Sometimes we would skip school. Very rarely. Or at least I joined very rarely, but also themselves did it very rarely. We do it as a group. We would go, near the beach and go to the McDonald's actually. The McDonald's to buy the €1 burgers. They were already a thing. I think they came out around that time. McDonald's was another thing that wasn't really close to my heart or anything like that. At the same time, it gave you that kind of sensation that was, nice. It was like some kind of something that people would call nowadays guilty pleasure in a way. Some shape of that. Some unaware shape of that. And we were not so bothered by the atmosphere in the McDonald's. At the same time, it wasn't as bad as the ones nowadays where you go there and there's the worst of the worst. Like, unfortunately, that's just, poor people. I don't mean just, of course, monetary wise, but their actual humanity. It's kind of like what you would expect a rapist or a criminal to look like. People in McDonald's. Gonna lie because of the fire? No, of course not. Like, what do you expect? You don't want to give him the last hit? You want to kill him or not? I just cannot believe it. This is beyond pathetic. Beyond pathetic. I should just run and hit him, by the way. I'm not really thinking much. I don't think it's because at the time I don't think so much. I don't think I'm so effective. Maybe it's more the talking, to be honest. But it's okay. It happens. So. What else? Yeah. There was one chance. So that was a bit silly. Like, he's very big, especially tall. Not very fat, he was tall and big. And it was weird. It was like as if he was nice. He was kind of a good friend. But at the same time, he was almost like a 40 years old mom that expects loyalty, right? And at the same time, liked to, keep his own little circle, his own little secrets. Like he had his best friend, let's say, Simone, who was one of my best friends in elementary school, but he got closer with Vincenzo. And it's like, between him and him, like they would have this almost guilty pleasure of like things that only them two know, or like them two and another guy. And it's like they would barely give any hints or let anything out apart from some looks and shit like that. If my memory serves me well, I don't think anyone ever complained about that. I don't think I ever talked about this with anyone, but in me, inside me, even if maybe I didn't know how to describe it, I had this feeling of like, the fuck? What's the need of doing that, right? Like it annoyed me somehow, but I don't think I've ever vocalized it, both externally or internally. Who knows? Then what else? Enrico, was a little bit of the kid that got a little bit bullied, but not so much, because you get bullied if you are a little bit silly, if you try to mimic Goku or shit like that, and that you think that you're so strong and you can hit everyone, and he wouldn't hit anyone, but he would feel like that. And he liked WWE, and he liked fighting, and he liked what was the other thing? Oh yeah, he used to say that he used to come a lot and think. I don't know where he got that from, like this idea of like, oh, I feel good about the way I come, which I suppose it's still part of like all videos, right, where they give you this idea, right? There's some kind of meaning or connection to your traits, the way you come, the quality of your come. But of course, at that age, you wouldn't really talk about that. You wouldn't really know about that. But he already had that. Who knows where he got that from? Second one. I think that's it. Then you had, Davide, who was one of the best friends in elementary school, that then became more friends with this other Giuseppe. How would we call him? Because it was Peppino. Was he just Pepe? Or Pe? Or just his surname, right? Like Arillo. Arillo. Fuck, names are so weird nowadays, especially the Italian ones. I haven't heard much Italian names after all. Arillo. And he was fucked. He was the one that stole my Spider-Man, and always used to laugh ever since that day in primary school. Like, it's like, one of those people that cannot do otherwise. Decent. And Pepino was kind of one of my best friends for a long time in high school too, like around that period. I liked him a lot. He was a good guy. He was pretty, one of the prettiest. Decent, like, as a person in general. Extremely funny. And would dress well thanks to his parents. Like his parents and his mom and stuff like that, like they were quite pretty. And he came out pretty well. I know he's like bald now. He's been bald for a long time, so he doesn't look as good as he used to, unfortunately. But he was the one that kind of broke me in the last year of school. And that was the big separation of my the big delusion, the big disappointment of that age. I think it was the first one, the first thing that hurt me for a long time, not just for like 5 minutes or for a day or two, like for a long time. Okay, I'm just gonna fight this. Should not win this. Everything fucking misses, man. Everything fucking misses. Okay. Do I need to change something? I'll just buff myself up. I'll see if I can summon the girl. I don't think I can. But if I can, I fucking will, man. I feel like I'm stuck like an idiot, like a robot that cannot go past a bug. So, who else? Gennaro, who was kind of like the one of the few, well, the criminal of the group. Like, he was pretty bad, not the criminal, like the bully of the group. He was a bit of a criminal too. I think he got even worse with time, just like Mattia, but he was really bad at the time. He was such a bully, like he even beat our math teacher and made her cry. Like, aggressive, wouldn't give a fuck, and looked like, you know, hostile. It was very funny, and he didn't give a fuck. I don't even know how he passed some of the years. Yeah, he was behind most of the acts, the serious acts of bullying. Well, all of them are serious, but you know, the ones that are quite intense, like aggressive and violent. Not just like physically, but also verbally. Mario then ties in very well. Mario is the guy that was bullied the most, I would say, in those periods. He was fat, he was ugly, and he sounded silly. he seemed a little bit retarded, but I don't think he was. Just a little bit slow. But not even slow, just in the movements. But mentally, at all. He was actually probably the only one that knew a little bit about manga and anime, apart from me. He didn't really know much, but maybe like he knew a bit of Pokemon, a bit of games. That was all. But we never really had a bond. We played a bit together and stuff. He was part of the group, and there was this Facebook game of this Facebook page that would mimic some kind of game of Pokemon, but like all for comments, right? I didn't really like Pokemon, but I got into this, and at some point, he was one of the administrators of the page. And we got to a point where he just let me win everything. Just the entire plot was always like in my favor and shit like that. Okay, that's it. Oh, I just do this. Okay. Cannot evoke her, but I can just do this. Maybe not. See? When your brain is now rotting like mine. Now what we do first is get a fucking light, a grace from the giant tops. So who else is left? There were others for sure, but there was a kid that was called Antonio. He was very, very pretty, very, very strong at football. It was me, him, Gennaro, that were kind of, and Pepino, that were very good. I was one of the less good amongst the good. The good ones were good. And let's take this very quick. There's fire in the air. The lights. We just needed to do that before. And we would have been fine. Avoiding why not 1 hour just doing this. So is this our maiden? Can I jump down? Suppose I can. Okay, we go back. back up to check the other road. I'm just gonna rest first though. The last part would be Carolina actually, because despite how these people are not part of me or my life, there were somehow some of the things that happened to me, and in a way, whether productive or counterproductive is hard to tell, but it's a weird subject anyway. I don't know if that exists. Productive, counterproductive, it's kind of weird. But anyway, regardless, those things, you know, they've been there, I suppose. Just like many other things that I remember or that I forgot. But yeah, but now it's like, who thinks about those things? What the fuck is going on? He's scared, man. Very scared. What a weird thing. One kilo. Okay. The first homunculus. So it was something nightmarish to haunt horrible things. At least that's what they saw them as, right? Horrible things. So, yeah, this girl was probably one of my biggest crushes. I don't know how long it lasted because I only have almost like the memories of only 1 year, it seems, but it's not. But yeah, she was. Somehow I liked it a lot, but it's weird because she had a pretty face, I presume. Like sweet, and like a nice voice. But she was silly and boring, I think, and just a little girl. Like there were some girls that, like example, another crush I had, Monica. That of course she was a little girl too, but she was more mature, more interesting, a little less silly. Basically, let's go with degrees with. So. Not good. road cleaner. Don't see a lot of HP there. At all. So, yeah, she was pretty much that. She used to do like gymnastics or something like that, like all the girls were. And yeah, I liked her a lot. I think I liked her in a silly way, right? I wouldn't be able to describe how I liked her, why I liked her. And I remember I kind of, like, it was obvious that I liked her, right? It was obvious in the way the things people think that are obvious. At the time, it was obvious. If someone now saw me behaving like that with a girl, they would think that it's obvious that I'm interested, but I'm not. But at the time, yeah, I would have worked a bit like that, like anybody else. Can I just double check if this is taking the right mic? I think it is, but because I already checked the stream. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess otherwise. Yeah, so let me get a bit more closer to the mic, just in case. Too far. Oh. And I think I confessed to her, even though again it was obvious. She would never address it, I suppose. We were very close as friends. We would do a lot and like spend a lot of time together. I was the usual gay friend to her and to other girls. And I didn't really have attention at all. Apart from that Federica, no one really liked me. And yeah, I remember we were like in school watching this movie on this very old looking TV, I suppose. Very dark room. And we sat next to each other and I was dying. I was so red, shaking, and I kind of said it to her and she basically refused me. But not very clearly. She was one of those girls that, again, like enjoys a bit, like, you know, like the well, I don't know if it's actually the truth. That's what I believed when I was a kid. I didn't believe that she enjoyed it, but it was the sensation that it would give me. You know, she wouldn't say things openly, but she would still treat me very nicely and very closely. But of course, this is the perception of a kid that was shaped by men and other boys, so I don't know if it's actually the truth or if it's accurate to who she was or how she behaved. And yeah, but I didn't see her as something negative, you know, she had rejected me or something like that. But it kind of hurt, I suppose. But it was fine, it wasn't a big of a problem. It's kind of like what I expected. I didn't really have much of a hope on that aspect as a kid. But think though that most affected me was that she basically liked, of course, Pepino, which is like, who was like my best friends basically at the time. And what had happened is that especially towards the end of the year, it came out that they didn't tell me they were together. Like, so basically they both lied to me, and I came to realize very, very late. Like, and I remember this kind of like look on their faces as if they were like, we're sorry, but we don't really care. And that destroyed me as a kid. Like, he was my best friend, and I suppose it's a cliche, right? Your best friend goes with the girl you like. But Pepino was really nice, and even today I would be like, I wouldn't expect it from someone like that. Carolina, okay, yeah, I would expect, but from him, he destroyed me. I remember there were some plays at the end of the year, like theater plays that this Italian teacher would organize and would make us do. And we kept going around the school. There was that kind of air, that kind of environment of feast, like of party, of holiday, despite being in school. It was kind of a festival, let's say. Yeah, that kind of a festival. A rural, old festival. Not like the ones in university in Japan. Like something rural. Like very, very much out of a movie. Like out of a low budget movie. I remember the sun and the loneliness of me, like going away from everyone, like running away and going to the books store right next to the school that used to sell things for class, very silly stuff and candies, and that we would buy with 10 pence 10 pence candies. 10 pennies. And yeah, I remember like the not even the rage, like the delusion, like the disappointment. It was like such a weird sensation. And I remember there was this guy that was the boyfriend of this girl that everyone liked because she had a nice house. Even though she looked like she was young, she looked like mature, right? Like tall, like an actual woman. As usual in that age, sometimes you would get girls that looked very mature in respect, like compared to boys. It was just normal. And she had a boyfriend that looked bigger and, older, and was actually had the motorbike, the usual stereotypes. And he once, I remember he once tried to give me some advice. Like, he saw me very depressed. Because at that period, then I was mainly on my own. Like, I didn't spend time with my friends. I was very much on my own. And it was right at around the summertime almost. And I think it was a month, basically, a very hard month. And then it faded down because I met some people that changed quite a few things in the years that would follow. But yeah, I lost this guy tried to give me an advice. I was like, and I remember I thought there and then I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he looked like so like trying to have some kind of aura, right? Some kind of tone to himself. He looked pretty silly. Even though I was very young, I felt that way towards him. And before all this, it's kind of like this situation where we would go and play football in places, and one of them was up the hill. It was nearby roads, right in front of our school. There was this big hill that was kind of famous, Kamalbari. It was pretty big, very very big hill, and you at the start of the hill, you have to go all this way up, down, and down. And it looked pretty abandoned and pretty rudimentary. But up that hill you had, of course, some villas. And one of them was actually where Carolina lived. And I think that was one of the things that sounds and was and looked most romantic to it. It was like me going up all this hill to go and see this girl, and just to say hi. Like sometimes it was just this gesture of, oh, we're going to play football nearby your house, which was basically like we would go up all these roads like this, and then there would be two ways. To the left you would go somewhere that we never really explored much in the woods, and this way in the woods it was a little bit more, a few villas, and one of the last ones was Carolina's. And then after her villa you would turn a bit, turn again, and you would be in the parking lot, that was just occupied by a few cars, not so many, and it was an entire space for us to play football. We would put some stones to act as the poles of the goal, and then we would have a lot of space to play, and many times we would lose the ball into rows and bushes of thorns that would go all the way up here when you went all the way in. It was crazy. We had to recover that ball so many times. How many balls we lost and we had to recover. It was like the mission of a lifetime. Even down my house, there was a very dangerous gate with like pointy things that you had to go over and literally put your balls on top of these pointy things, and it was like 3 meters tall from the ground. It was crazy, the things that we would do for those balls. Well, yeah, so it was very sweet, like going all the way up, all the gang around there, and me going to be like, wait guys, let's deviate a second, let's just 1 second, let's go there, say hi, and then we go play. It was nice. I don't know, maybe where I got it from, I don't know who gave me the inspiration, I don't know if I watched it from somewhere, I cannot really tell. It was one of the things that it's like, oh, that's Johanna. Well, I suppose they would call me Giuseppe at the time, or Michelino, to make fun of me, because I never really used that name, and then all of a sudden they kept using it. Or Di Costanzo, they would call me by my surname, because of the bullies. They would often use surnames for the kids that they didn't really like, but were still part of the group like me, because I wasn't really liked by everyone, so especially the bullies, and they would call me Di Costanzo, because I was also like, one of the 2 best kids for the grades, and that is not seen well, especially by the bullies at the time, at least in my classroom. I know it all sounds very stereotypical and silly, and I know you should take, of course, all I say with extreme caution, but I do feel like it's pretty close to what it was. Some of the things I said. At least that's my memory. It's a giant. Pretty big giant. Okay. I know this area feels rushed and small and empty, but I like it. Kind of makes sense too. Don't want to justify it. It would have probably been nicer if it was more dense, but I don't mind it. So yeah, despite all this niceness and writing messages on our diaries and laughing a lot together, sitting next to each other, she lied to me and she went with the best friend. At the time, I remember because of this, especially in the period I was on my own, I wrote like a letter. A letter to myself. A letter to myself that when he would have turned 18, he could open and read again. That was the plan. And I was talking to myself in the future saying stuff like, don't worry, you recover from this and you will be in a place like the characters in How I Met Your Mother, like, you know, they have this little pub where they go downstairs to drink together and it feels all cozy and friendliness and like good bonds and stuff. And I wanted that. I was like, that was my goal. When I would study like maths, that I had to study a lot and put effort. In the back of my head was that. I was like, oh, if you do this, if you succeed, you're gonna get there in this nice environment. And I had to read that when I would have turned 18. But then the moment I read it was another one. It was basically when I was 14, 15, and I was moving all my stuff and removing all my stuff because I was gonna move. I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave and go live in England. I have no interest on them. She didn't. Didn't even know how it was. Please help me. Shit. Come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So many outbreaks. I got it. There's no more. I can't. It's too much. Oh, another one. I miss. I'm dead. Oh, got it? 60k. He gave it to me? He gave it to me. It's so good, little one. It's so good. The hero. That's who you are. The hero. Let's copy and paste. Okay. 100k. Well, we're gonna roll with it as if it's nothing important. So, yeah, I read that letter and unfortunately I ripped it and threw it away and left it forever. Well, one thing. I wish I could keep it. Wish I would have kept it. That's what I meant to say. Freezing breeze. But it's okay, at least I have a memory of it, and that's all. I remember there was this thing in like high school that we always had to make like some kind of present to people, and it got pretty expensive. And then finally it was my turn, they gave me Nino Kuni. Like it was like that's what I wanted basically. PS3, I loved it so much. They even put like some postcard that Giuseppe like Peppino wrote. It was pretty cute, very well done. Like very very nice. I remember I did something similar. The dad of a friend of ours died so weirdly, and although we were doing presents anyway, we made a very special one for him. Well, it was my idea. We bought him like this limited edition of Assassin's Creed, and like we didn't even have close to the money for those kind of things, and we didn't get the help of our parents because it was like some initiatives that we would take. It's not like, you know, those parties that the parents know that you're going to and they give you money to make a present and shit like that. It was very private and personal. I remember I asked my dad to go and collect it somehow with me to the store because it was a big thing. And I was very excited to collect it for him and stuff. I was very worried because it was a lot of money, and I wanted to get it to him. And when we bought it and took it to him, I remember this question. His mom was like washing the dishes, giving us her back. It was the first time I entered this house. I barely remember it because we only went there once. I remember his face when he looked at me when I gave him the present, and he approached the PS3, I think, at the time. He looked like guilty, like as if he thought something and he felt bad about it. Must have been the fact that he too must have thought, or they gave me such a nice present because of my dad. Something like that. But anyway, if he thought that, I don't know. But I know for sure his mom did, because she was washing the dishes. And while she was done washing the dishes, she didn't even turn. And she was like, yeah, that's very nice of you guys. And then she talked to me and was like, how come you decided to do this? And I remember I said, well, just to do something nice. It's his birthday now. But I don't know how I managed to not tell her or not falter so much. Like, I think it was still clear that I was lying, but what a weird question. The tone too. It was like as if she was mad. But I suppose it makes sense.
Please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden. Hear me. The burning of the earth tree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the fingers. Your finger.
Well, I noted down some stuff. So there is a few things. So there was this Halloween thing that basically we just had a lot of fun, like trashing people's houses, and like people would draw dicks with that one of those pens that you cannot delete. Especially Gianluca loved drawing dicks around. He did that on a door on one of the buildings nearby where he lived. And we got caught while we were going downstairs again after going all the way up to the building. The father of this family came out of the door so mad that he was crazy how mad he was. and in front of his little daughters were like, "Who did this? Oh, and it was lucky that the brother of Gianluca was around, all of it, like just randomly. And he's very hetero, and he was like, "Yeah, but calm down, they're just kids," and blah blah blah, and trying to sort the situation. But in reality, I don't even know who was right. It's true that we were just kids, but like, just because of us, some small girls had to see like a dick on a door. Like, no. And then this time, where I don't remember what was going on, but we were out. It was late at night. It was still the same road, the road of these people, and there was some kind of discussions, but like someone started it, like just to start discussing, just to have a reason to hit someone. And Mario got put basically in a corner by at least 15 people, just going, because it was him and another kid that I just said Perillo, that were like hitting each other, right? Like, and all the rest, I want to say of us, but I didn't participate. Me and Simona, and I think Davide or Vincenzo, we didn't participate. Everyone else was inside, and Matteo was laughing so much, saying that he could finally hit Arillo the way he wanted. Like he kept kicking him and punching him. Like, well, Arillo didn't even understand what hit him. It was just this group of people, the two in the middle, and they were just hitting them for fun, because they were not part of the fight. It was just between Arillo and Mario, and they were there to just create chaos. They wanted to. I don't think I haven't forgotten that. Not really any word. The current flowing past the cliffs went up to the sun and to the untrodden snow and the region beyond. So, what else? Oh, there's this one thing too that Gianluca, once we were playing like S4 League and shit like that. Ooh, we're here. Wait, is it you? And Gianluca was like, Giuseppe, I need to tell you something. And I was like, go on, you can tell me everything, whatever. It's like, yeah, but because we were having a lot of fun, we were laughing a lot. And he said that he had to say this.
Finally, we meet the tarnished, the would-be lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri, I hope you can make your peace with that.
How weird.
You were about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the lord, crowned so, be looked upon? Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve, and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri. Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos. Burn the Erd Tree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Chosen tarnish, descend and seek audience.
Insane. Goosebumps again, literally. My entire body. I think only this game and a few things in life makes. It's not important, but still goosebumps, man. Insane. Well, let's go and check this thing. He just enlightened me. Is this now open? It wasn't the dog eater. It wasn't for the sewers. This was for fuck. How do I go to the deaths? The archery. I set it on fire. Shabriri. Your eyes, but like, how do you even work? You went to the body of someone else and shit.
Burn and incinerate.
Yeah.
Ah, may chaos.
Chaos. All that divides. I hate it too, Shabriri. When you distinguish. When you distinguish. That's the thing. It's a complicated matter. Okay. Ooh, my skin. Give me my look. Well, my old look. Don't worry about me. As long as you take your time. No one's coming. So yeah, he's telling me that he had something to say. He was like, well, I just wanted to tell you that, you know, after laughing, blah blah, feeling very nice. It's like, I have to tell you that I'm active and passive. And to this day, I don't really understand what he meant. I don't know if he heard that expression from somewhere and misunderstood that. But he basically meant and explained that he some shit like that. Or that he wasn't gay, or at least bisexual, or something like that, something of that nature. Of course, he was telling me as some sort of declaration, let's say. That was the first time a gay boy and tried with me, and it was also the last time a keyboard that was very close to me tried with me. And my first reaction was absolutely disgusting. It was a bit, I was just completely silent. I wasn't feeling negative. I wasn't feeling disgusted. I wasn't feeling, but I closed the call. I didn't know what to say. I closed the call, pretending that something had happened. After a few minutes, I called him back. I said, "Oh, sorry, the call." And I was like, "But from that point, after those minutes, I treated the matter so well. It's like it didn't really matter. I told him that, well, I didn't feel that way, but that I appreciated it, and nothing had to really change. And it was perfect. But he asked me to keep it as a secret, not tell anyone, because then he would get bullied. And I did so. I didn't say it to anyone until the year after, because again, like the year after, we were really we argued and shit, and it was intense, and he was being a piece of shit. Fuck, there was this girl, this Latina girl. She was so kind of cute, let's say, but very silent. She couldn't really speak, and I would go to her with him, and we would. Of course, you could tell that we were trying with her, but it was also kind of pity because she couldn't really speak. She was almost silent, as if she didn't actually have the word, but it was more like she didn't speak the language, and at the same time she wouldn't say anything. And yeah, so we'd go there and try to be nice and be a little bit of a clown. She was probably older than us. No, we're for an entire family in basically a room in the middle of the road. She would just lean up down the entrance that was also kind of a half a window, and we would talk to her like that. She would never leave that half entrance, and I always hoped to see her randomly. Don't know if it ever happened. Probably did, but don't recall. And anyway, yeah, so after that year, I told Mattia. Mattia went crazy and told everyone. They bullied him a bit, but nothing too major. But he was, of course, disappointed that even if we didn't really speak much anymore and blah blah blah, he expected me to keep the secret and shit like that. But I didn't care anymore at that point. Not the best on my part. But it's kind of. And I would say that's pretty much about it. There's the end of the high school and what comes after, and I suppose that can be said, be narrated. But maybe I'll add some stuff that I remember randomly. Elementary, high school, and primary school. I doubt I remember anything else. Let's just focus a bit more. Then I'll stop as soon as I get to a satisfying point. Let's go on this. Let's go Marathon Torrent. This area must be smaller, right? It is basically just Lingrave with a little bit different geography and stuff. But I'm okay with that. The first time I played, I wouldn't even notice it, I think. Don't need to kill you guys, but you might drop the mask. I don't know if you actually drop it. If you do, I won't, right? So scared. Oh, okay, no, okay. Oh shit. Come on, shit. try to activate it anyway. Bit of a trap there. But these fucking eagles that come, who knows from where. Almost home, little one. Almost home. I made a mistake. Okay. No mask fire. Okay. Don't even know if they actually dropped the mask, man. I'm trying the impossible. Oh shit. Easy. Shit. Oh no. No mask. No mask. No mask. It's an invisible wall for the 3 fingers. It's an invisible wall. I remember it's crazy. At least I remember when I found out it was crazy. Like it's pretty random. It's not gonna be easy to find. Like, especially when you don't play for the first time, you don't have that attitude anymore of searching every possible thing, every possible corner. At least I don't have that anymore. More or less. Okay, so these ruins, pretty much nothing, just a skill. I know it's very strong. Oh, maybe it used to be strong. I never used it. What was that? Oh. Great. I could hear some shit. Fuck. I'm gonna play darts with you. Top of the clouds. There's no more clouds above. Stuff. Tense. Where is the fuck? I hear. The bus. Come on. I hear it, but I don't see it. Is this guy? Oh. Hmm. It's actually the what a bridge. Hmm. I cannot go anywhere else. What about here? Surely there must be a way. Maybe the other. He's resistant. Weird number. Mortal. Oh. But it's supposed to be a cave. And there's all those. But where's the cave? Top. It's up. Oh, but you get here from this side. Okay. I need to cross. But I don't want to cross with all those rounds. Okay, I'll cross and stop. Maybe not. Why would I stop? I'll just play Path of Exile if I stop. Yep.
There is something I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition. I have set my heart upon the world that I would have, regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that, not even you.
Fine.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions,
Never gonna get there.
the principles you would follow.
40 dexterity. It's not happening. Goodbye. It's time for me to die on the bridge. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. this, I got 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 this. Close. No more. No more, I think. Brother, stop. It's taking life from my. Safe here. Okay. Okay. Any grace? Grace, grace, grace. No grace. There you go. Safe. Okay, stop here. Lose a decent talk. Huge waste of time. For some parts where I just died ridiculously, continuously. Next time there's a lot to do. Oh, there's a piece of shit next time. It wasn't so hard for me, but I know he's hard. And I was probably just like or some shit like that. Okay. Time to stay awake for another 2 hours. And then shower, and then cook, and then live an entire day. That is very busy. Let's see. Can't wait to see Sophia's reaction to my love for her in her new house.